Welcome to Command Prompt Tutorials on Learn Programming Skills channel. And on my desktop background, you can see that I have this particular directory, which is the trial directory. When I open this directory, I have these files available which are of video format. All these items I have within this folder or within this directory are video files. So these files that I have here, when I check its extension by moving to the view tab and then clicking on file name extension, you can see that the extension of these video files are .mp4. So you can see from this particular window. Now, how can I convert these video files which has the extension mp4 to mp3? I want to ignore the video or the motion graphics in this particular files and also extract the audio out of it. I want to get the audio signal or the audio voice out of this video. So how can I extract the audio out of this video using command prompt? Let me show you how to do this. Just open command prompt on your desktop. Now in this window, what you have to note is that always you have to identify the location where your video or any type of file that you have on your system is located. It might be a PNG, a JPEG, it can be a picture format, audio format, a text file. You can change any extension to another extension using command prompt. The necessary thing that you have to notice is the location of your files. So this particular folder is located on the desktop background. Therefore, what you can do is to switch from this current location to the desktop so that we can get access to this and convert this to our audio format. So I am going to identify the directories in this particular directory. Now, among all the directories I have within this particular directory, I can see the desktop available. Therefore, I'm going to switch to the desktop. Then the name of the folder or the directory is trial. So I'm going to type trial. That is cd trial and hit the enter key. Now I am in the directory or the folder where all the video files are located. Then I'm going to type this command, which is run command. Then you hit the space bar. Now I'm going to type the asterisk symbol. Why? Because the asterisk symbol will tell me whatever extension that consists of the mp4 will be affected. Therefore, when it comes to the conversion of this mp4 to mp3, it's going to affect all the files which has that particular extension. So I'm going to type the asterisk symbol so you can hold the shift key and the number 8 on the keyboard. So you can see that I have typed the asterisk symbol and also the .mp4 extension. That is the extension. You should remember the full stop or the dot symbol should be available. Then we hit the space bar and type asterisk symbol once again. Then we have this as .mp3. Now let's hit the enter key. Now, if I move to my window or the folder on the desktop, this is the folder. You can see that the thumbnail of the video format has now changed to an audio thumbnail. And when I get access to the folder which was open, you can see that all these extensions are now mp3. Previously, we had it as mp4. Now, this has been extracted from the video and now we have this as audio signals. So this is how to convert a particular extension to another extension using command prompt. So let's see how we can convert this back to the video format. So let's move back to our command prompt and then I'm going to use the up arrow key on the keyboard. And I'm going to change the 4 and the 3. And I'm going to hit the enter key. Now, on a desktop, we have the thumbnail which has changed. And when we get to our folder, we have this as our video format. So in command prompt, this is how to easily convert a particular extension to another extension. It can be a picture format, a text format, or audio format, or a video format. And as illustrated in this video, we have changed a video format to an audio format. Now let's assume that this is located in a different partition of your hard disk drive. So if I open my file explorer, you can see that I have this window open, and in this window at the navigation pane we have local disk C and my drive E. Now when you move to my drive E, I have this folder also available with this video files, and let's see how to convert this to mp3 or audio format. That is if these files are located in a different location of your hard disk drive or a different partition. So this is what we do. When you open the command prompt, I'm going to switch back to the bossman. Now I am in the bossman directory, and the letter representation of the hard disk drive which consists of my video files is the letter E. So I'm going to type E colon, and I'm going to hit enter. Now in this particular E drive, when I get to the window of this file explorer, you can see that this is the E drive, and when I click, this becomes the file location of this particular window, and that is trial. Therefore I'll move back to this window and type trial. Now I have access to this particular directory. Simply without typing any command, I can use my up arrow key to get access to these commands that I have already typed, and then I'm going to hit the enter key. Now when I move back to my window, you can see that I have converted this video files to audio files using command prompt. And if you want to quickly convert it back to video format, we use the up arrow key to reveal all our previous commands. Then we hit the enter key. And quickly, our command prompt window, which is a specialized software, is going to convert this particular extension of audio format to our video format. So this is the first command I want to introduce to you in this particular video. Now in this particular command prompt window, you can see that we have a background of black color, and also we have the foreground of white color, which is the font color given to our text. Now this is the default color for the foreground and also the background whenever you open command prompt on your desktop background. How can you change the color of your text and also the background? When I type color 06, and then hit the enter key, you can see that I have changed this color, and still I have the background as black and also the foreground as yellow. So if you want to change the color of your command prompt, that is the background and the foreground, you can use the color command by typing a number or some letters. Now the next code I can type is, and this also gives me a light white background and also a foreground of blue color. We can also type this command. So I have the black background and also have the foreground as red. This also gives me a light white background and also a red font color. This is also another color given to the background and also the foreground. And I want to switch back to the default color. So this is the default color, that is 07. We have the background as black and also the foreground as white. Now if you want to get all the color number combinations that can allow you to change the foreground and also the background, you can type the color help, or the help color. So you can see that when I type this color, I have set the default console foreground and background colors. And this is the color attribute. The attribute says specifies color attribute of console input. Color attributes are specified by two X digits, and the first corresponds to the background and the second corresponds to the foreground. And each digit can be any of the following values. So all these values that we have here, any of them that you choose, the first value that you choose serve as the background and the second value serve as the foreground. So you can combine these letters and numbers to change the background and also the foreground of your command prompt window. Now the next command I want to introduce to you is the Ipconfig, which is the internet protocol configuration. Now this particular command is a console application program of some computer operating system that displays the TCP or the IP network configuration values and also refreshes the dynamic host configuration protocol and some domain name settings. Now, this particular command helps you to view and manage network configuration on your computer system. So when I type this command, you can see that I have this option that says Windows IP configuration, and we have some internet setup that have been configured on your computer system. We have the Ethernet adapter Ethernet, and we have some two options available. We have the media state, which says media disconnected, and the connection specification is none. When it comes to the wireless LAN adapter, I have this media disconnected. That is currently I am not connected to this wireless local area network, but the connection specific of the domain name system or settings is the Wi-Fi. This PC has been connected to the Wi-Fi network, and we have other connections here. This might differ from your computer system depending on the type of connection that you have for your computer system. So this particular command, which is the internet protocol configuration, gives you access to all configurations or internet connection that you have get access to. Now the next command I want to introduce to you is the help command. This command gives you different kinds of commands available in the command prompt window, which you can utilize to perform a specific task. So as you can see, I type this help command and I have a list of these commands, and as you can see, it says for more information on a specific command, type help. So this gives you all these commands and its associated description, and it tells you what kind of command it can perform or utilize within this window. There is another help command I want to introduce to you, which is the help prompt. Now, this command says change the cmd.exe command prompt, and the prompt text says specifies a new command prompt. Prompts can be made up of normal characters and the following special codes. So these are some of the codes that you can use in terms of command utilization. And we have this as the ampersand, we have the pipe symbol, and these are their special codes you can use in reference of these individual commands. We have the current time, where you can type the dollar symbol and the T symbol to execute this particular command. If command extensions are enabled, the command prompt supports the following additional formatting characters. So we have these commands also available. So if you want to use these commands from this help prompt command, you need to have the command extensions enabled in the prompt command window. Now we also have another command, which is the netstat. The netstat tells you more about your computer, and this is a feedback that gives to you as a computer user on some computers that are connected to your machine, and also the data transmission that occurs between your machine and other connected computers. So if I type the netstats, so when you type the netstats, this gives you the active connections, gives you the proto, the local address, the foreign address, and also state. This gives you the column headers of your network statistics. But if you want to display all the list below these column headers, then after typing the netstats, you press the space bar and type the -a, and when you hit the enter key, now you have all the active connections that are related to your machine. So we have this proto, which are the protocols, the TCP and the UDP, and we have the local addresses, we have the foreign addresses, and we have the state that is set to listening. So this command showcase you all connections that are related to your computer system. The next one I want to introduce to you is the Powercfg that helps you to display the energy and the capacity of your battery and how long your battery can last depending on the current usage. So I'm going to type this particular command. So after typing this command, we hit the enter key. Now the battery life report saved to a file, and we have the command line, that is the path. And when you access this particular command, which is the path, you are going to access this in an HTML file. So what you can do is to locate your file explorer. Then you move to the local disk, open users, Bossman, and we have this available here. And when you open this is going to showcase you all the information about your battery life span. Now the next command is called the Cmdkey. This command helps you to list your usernames of this computer system and their related passwords. This also gives you the option to delete or add some profiles to your computer system as usernames. So when I hit the enter key, you have this syntax of this command that says it creates, displays, and also deletes stored usernames and password. And you can see some syntax that we have here. We also have some examples here. To list available credentials, you type the Cmdkey list or Cmdkey list target name. These are some of the syntax you can follow using this Cmdkey command to create, displays, and also delete usernames and passwords. These are the commands I want to introduce to you in this particular video, and try, and if there is any comment, you can drop that in the comment section, and I'm ever ready to reply you positively. And let's keep learning, and I shall meet you in the next video.